I'm a monument on every continent. If it ain't big money, I'm non-content. Tell me where the dawn came.
That would be pretty trash, you know. So
yeah, I mean, like you said, you were 100% prepared. How do you feel about, you know, with her national? Well, let's talk about the event. How did you feel about the event?
First of all, the event was great. I mean, you know, I've been to a lot of battle rap events. I've been to battle rap events with a lot of battles. I've battled against the guard before, obviously. Thought that it probably would have been a little bit better if it could have been a 2-day event, maybe broken it into like, you know, 2, 6, or 7 battle cards. But sometimes you can't do that. So I did think it was a little bit long, but I did think that Geechee and Riot did a good job of the intermissions not taking too long.
Yeah, we was getting right to the battle.
I think what it was guys were excited about the Twitch, and they wrote longer rounds. You know, like I think you saw guys that had 4.5 minute rounds for their 3-round battles. So. But overall, the card was stacked.
Yeah, it was a great card.
I was so excited to be there. Franchise and Dev the Demon.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. What stuck out to you? Because it was a lot of battles. So
you know, Cali Smooth and Loso was great. KD, I almost want to say, KD, his 3rd round, but his first 2 rounds were so crazy. That was one of the best KD performances I've seen.
Yeah, facts.
Franchise, like I said, got super busy. G-Lo got busy. So did Fate. Like, there's just a lot of new guys that I saw too, you know.
Real name Brandon.
Yeah, real name Brandon and Chef Trez. They got busy too. So yeah, I mean, it was really good event, you know. I think it could have been mixed up, and I know they were anticipating me being, you know, the last battle, but I think like the last 2 or 3 battles were some of the more, I mean, that's no disrespect to them, but maybe more of the undercard type battles. And so it kind of took a little bit of the energy, you know, out there towards the end. Where maybe we could have sprinkled one in here and brought this, but look, they did their best. Battlers are not showing up. Battlers don't want to go now. It's a very difficult. I could never be a league owner. You know, it's a very difficult thing to juggle. But great event. Avocado Ruin Your Day. They always do a great job with the production. Like I said, very professional. Geechee. I think the guys, is it Kevin or I'm not?
Yeah, KP.
Yeah, KP. Yeah. Solid people, man. Taking good care of us. So. I mean, I'd be excited to come back, you know.
We definitely want to see you out here on the Riot, man. That would have been the show, you know what I'm saying?
I don't like disappointing people, man. It was one of them ones where you show up and like I had like 10, 12 people come up and say, yo, I'm here to see your battle. And when people say that and you know you don't have any control of delivering that, like I literally, when I found out, walked up to people and was like, yo, I'm sorry. Like, you know, I can spit you my round or something. Like, I feel like, what should I do? You know what I mean? And that's the more disheartening part.
To be honest, that's kind of what sold the card when they announced that matchup. That's when everybody was like, you know, we're gonna go to this event.
Listen, I'm telling, like, there's times like I got no show by clean paper, right? I'll be honest. The day of the battle, I didn't believe he was coming. You know what I mean? Like that's just, there's some times where you take battles and you're kind of like, it could happen. Never once until Geechee said it did I think she was not coming. Like, you know, so like I'm.
Yeah, I mean, because it's not normal behavior for her. Like,
and it's her league. You know what I mean? She's first lady of the Riot. You know, so I mean, I'm sitting here. She hasn't been there the whole time, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe she's just you know, preparing in the car. I'm thinking maybe she's got a prop. Maybe she don't want to come in because I'm a freestyler. Maybe she's wearing something that, you know, she don't want me to say, you know, or whatever.
Yeah, you know, I just thought she was the main event.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and so I'm still walking around the whole place, going over my bars, sparring outside, doing everything as normal, sitting there, and then I hear it. And I'm like, nah, it's not. Wait, what? You know what I mean? Like, it's completely taken back. So like I said, if it's something serious, you know, most definitely. But I do think people should be held accountable. I don't know how you hold somebody accountable when it's their league or whatever. I just, hopefully an apology or some kind of clarification or some kind of whatever, you know, it can be. Because the one thing about me is my rounds are tailored specifically for our opponents all the time. You know? And so unless I'm going to go battle somebody whose nickname is Coffee, I can never use this material, you know? And so it's just a lot of hard work that you feel kind of is at a loss now. So
yeah, man, you know, I'm feeling kind of confident that, you know, this matchup could get done. Yeah. If there's nothing, you know, too serious going on like that.
Yeah. So hopefully, you know, she was definitely in for a fight. I'll tell you that much. So,
well, you know, it's A-War.
Yeah,
you know,
man. I approach this battle like it's the hardest battle. You know what I mean? And I try to do that.
No, I mean, you was battling Coffee in the West,
in Compton.
Yeah.
You know.
Like,
and I think one of the things for me was I didn't realize how many people were tuning in till she no-showed, you know? And I'm getting texts from a lot of people, and I'm seeing tweets from a lot of people, and they're like, yo, why is this not going down? I'm like, dang, you was tuned in, you was ready for this? And I'm like, gosh, man, that could have been a really good, just a really good end to my year, you know?
I seen you tweet that it might go down tomorrow.
Yeah, you know, I gave him the option. I really love my material, you know, some people, because, you know, Riot handled everything professionally. They're like, you know, we're still going to pay you and everything since she didn't show up or whatever. So I could have easily just been like, all right, that's a free check, you know, but I really love my material. I think it'll translate well. I think it'll, you know, be a great battle. So I told them I'm here till Tuesday, that tomorrow, if they can get a hold of her and she wants to, then we can like maybe go over to like Avocados or something and just shoot like a, you know, a battle with no crowd. So that's up in the air, you know. They said they would let me know. But yeah, it's really unfortunate, man. Really unfortunate. I've been no-show 3. This is my 3rd time. And I think this one's probably the worst, definitely.
What made this one the worst?
Well, one, you know, we were traveling in a pandemic right now. Everybody's, you know, trying to make ends meet, you know, leaving your families, risking your health, doing different things like that to try to kind of, you know, continue to work on your brand. I put a lot of hard work into my material for this one. And with it being on Twitch, man, I think that a lot of people, I mean, I've been getting tweets and from people that I don't even interact with, it was like, yo, we were waiting on you, you know what I mean? Like main event type stuff. You know, I got no show in Manchester against Shocks the Rebel. I wasn't main event. There was a lot of other big battles on that card. And so with this one being like the main event and what everybody was kind of like really wanting to see, it's disappointing. I mean, one of my supporters flew out from New York just to come to the event today, you know? So like he literally bought a flight, flew out here to watch me live. And it's frustrating to have to tell him, you know, sorry that you can't get to watch it, you know? So
I mean, have you heard anything? Is there,
you know, there's a lot of different, like, I'm normally not the kind of person that like goes and says like, you know, this is shady or this is jacked up or anything like that. There's 3 or 4 things that I do know true. One, battlers that were there at the event were in contact with her, you know, during the event, you know, and she was, you know, communicating with them. 2, that she did not communicate with Geechee Gotti that she was not coming. So, you know, he said, I tried to call a bunch of times, she's not picking up. So she just basically kind of left him out to dry. And then there were people at the event that said she pulled up. You know, like there were people that said we saw her outside. She pulled up, you know, with her cousins. Now, like I said, I just know what they said. I didn't see.
Yeah, that's what people were saying.
So, you know, I reserve judgment just because I don't want to like. I'm not the kind of person that just jumps out the window on anybody anyway. Like I'll jump on Twitter and you know. But you know, if she did have something crazy come up or something ridiculous, then we should be fine to lock in tomorrow. You know, if not, then I will find it extremely unprofessional, you know, extremely, just discouraging, you know what I mean? Like, one thing is like, other people take a lot of time out of their lives, you know, a lot of time away from their families and different things like that. I can't tell you how many times my wife is just like, will you stop pacing around in the living room? Will you know, like, are you working on material tonight? It's like, you know, we really sacrifice a whole lot, you know, so for somebody to just kind of decide that they don't want to show up or other issues are just gonna like prevent them from the commitment that they gave, that would be pretty trash, you know. So
I mean, like you said, you were 100%.